All right, so I am finishing up my boxes for the Oregon Desert Trail for my resupply, and there's not many of them. It's only about a 750-mile route, but I just want to take a minute to show you what's inside of each of the boxes. The type of food that I chose, I'll talk about calories briefly, the macronutrient profiles, percentages, how much I chose for calories, fat, and protein, and then yeah, just give you a brief look at what's in a sample resupply box for me. And then also, I just completed a blog on my website, katiegerber.com, that has the information that I'm going to share with you right here, that goes into a lot more detail. So it has a chart with the breakdown of each specific food that I carried, and then the calories in each one, the carbs, the fat, and the protein, and the total food weight carried. So let's go ahead and look at one of these boxes, and I'll share with you why I put in here what I put in here. So this first bag has some supplements as well as uh, some. So this is loose leaf instant organic tea. So I have a couple packets of that. I have some of these emergencies for electrolytes, electrolyte replacement, and vitamin C, which is a really powerful antioxidant. This is some coarse sea salt, so it's Celtic sea salt there. You can't see it very well, but I like to always have a little baggie of that on hand, just to add to my foods, because you lose a lot of the sweat, a lot of salt through sweat, so that is good to replace those minerals. And I choose the sea salt because it has more minerals than traditional table salt. This is magnesium. I take this in the evenings before bed, not just on trail, but pretty much always. And that does a good job of relaxing my muscles and helping me to sleep better. And then the other thing in this bag, these are coconut oil packets. I get these individual packets at Trader Joe's, and I add them to usually my dinners at night. And so this is a sample of what one of my dinners looks like. And in this bag, there's Santa Fe dehydrated refried beans down at the bottom, and then on top of that, there's dehydrated carrots, dehydrated tomatoes, and then a lot of spices in here. So there's garlic and cumin, and salt and pepper, and maybe a little bit of chili powder, I believe I put in those. So I have a few of those. And then in here, this is probiotics. So that's S. boulardii is the probiotic, the white pill. And then these are Gaia turmeric supreme capsules. So it's the turmeric plus the pepper extract in there, so you absorb them better. And that's for both gut health, and then the turmeric for just overall reducing inflammation. Um, so here are some of the bars that I have in here. I always look for bars that have a pretty clean ingredient list, so you can't see that very well on the camera. But basically it's just fruit and nuts. So these are 4 points bars. These are Kate's Real Food bars. They're also awesome, have a really clean ingredient list, but also both of these are calorie dense. So they're both, I'm not sure exactly what it is on each one, but both above probably 125 calories per ounce. This is a paleo freeze-dried meal, so I don't have these in every box, but I just have a few thrown in there kind of as a special treat. This is, as you can see, gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, no added sugars, and it's a pretty awesome label. It has a nutrition profile, basically. It has 36 grams of protein in here, 30 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and almost 400 calories for that packet. So that's another dinner. I like to, so throughout the day, I snack on these bars and on snacks like this, like granola. This is like a paleo granola, basically. It's gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, non-GMO. I'm also trying these meat and veggie bars by Wild Zora, same company as did the dinner, and these look awesome to me. The ingredients are just the meat, fruits, vegetables, and then some spices. So it's like a really clean source of protein to include. So I have a handful of those. More bars. This is just Trader Joe's, the 85% dark chocolate. So I have usually a couple squares of that after dinner. And this is a jar of almond butter. This came from Trader Joe's, obviously. And that I usually have throughout the day as a snack. Maybe that's like my lunch. And some organic potato chips that just have olive oil and potatoes in them. I got those at Trader Joe's as well. And so I probably will dip those into the almond butter and snack on that throughout the day. And then this baggie has my smoothie shakes for the morning. So I'll pull one out and tell you what's in there. Oh, sorry about that. So at the bottom, that orange powder is it's Laird Superfoods Turmeric Coconut Creamer. And then on top of that, right there, can't get the camera to focus here. It's basically, those are chia seeds, and then there's some vital proteins, collagen powder, amazing grass greens, and then on top of that is some spices, cinnamon, ginger for both circulation and the antioxidants, and then cordyceps powder on top of that, which is a functional mushroom, and it's good for enhancing endurance and causing your muscles to utilize oxygen better. So I have one of those little baggies for each day. I'll shake it into a wide mouth water bottle and just shake that up and probably drink it as I start to walk in the morning. And so with these baggies, what I was going for is really a high fat, which you get from the coconut and the chia, a lot of those micronutrients from the greens powder, a little bit of protein, blood sugar balance from the cinnamon, and then some supplements with the cordyceps. And that's basically it. The rest of what's in here is just maps and then a few more snacks during the day. So again, breakfast is usually one of these shakes, and then I don't necessarily eat a specific lunch, but I'll probably have like a bar mid-morning. Midday would be the almond butter with some of the chips. That's just what's in this box. And then probably more snacks, bars or granola during the afternoon, or maybe one of these snacks for protein. And then at night, something like this, or one of the packets of beans, and the spices and the veggies, which I would add water to and let it rehydrate, and then warm up the coconut oil between my hands and pour that in there. And maybe add, whatever, any more spices I might need to. I'm also replacing electrolytes throughout the day with these packets and taking my supplements in the morning. And basically what I'm going for is just maintaining blood sugar balance throughout the day, getting pretty high fat in there, some protein, and then carbs as well. So as you'll see in the spreadsheet, if you check it out on my website, it's basically usually 50 to 60% fat, and then 30 to 40% carbs, and 10 to 20% protein. So these are all about to go out, and that's what's in a box. I hope that was helpful.